an older video titled Magnus. John Cena breaks Undertaker streak. What will you do? And before I get to this, saw something in my feed this morning. They got those recommendation things. I guess they know I'm kind of, sort of back to wrestling for now. And dude thing had, I just watched a clip of it. John Cena's the GOAT. And if you come up here saying something on my channel, I'm blocking you. Okay, I'm not gonna say nothing crazy on your channel, dude. But on my channel, and John Cena sucks. Garbage. He's garbage. Like Chef said about that food. What are you cooking? You're cooking garbage. That's what you're cooking. He's garbage. Garbage. Ask the Blitz team about Cena. There you go. Shout out to the Blitz team. We're gonna get into this. But I know even before this gets started, if that bum had broke the street, I probably would have been through. I would have threw all the CDs in the garbage. Well, I wouldn't threw them in the garbage. I probably would have gave them away. That would have been thrown away. I probably would have gave them away. But yeah, that would have been that would have been ridiculous. It's hot as hell.
What's up, Bruce? I just got done watching your video. The Undertaker streak will be broken by John Cena. What will you do? Man, let me tell you something right now. I know you asked for us to comment in the comment section below, but I couldn't. Nah. See, I had to do a video response. I've been meaning to do a video about this subject a while ago, ever since I heard the fucking rumors about this shit, but I just never got around to it. But you just got me fucking in. And by the way, congratulations on how well your channel's doing. Because, yo, when I first saw you, I subscribed the first video I fucking saw you do on WWE in wrestling. I think it was a Monday Night Raw review. Because I was like, this is a man that fucking knows what he's talking about. But I gotta tell you, if The Undertaker puts over John Cena like the fucking Rock did,
oh no,
I'm done. I will never fucking watch WWE.
That was something. Almost forgot about that. Cena just had to come back. He couldn't stand it. He just had to come back. Of course he did.
Again. Okay.
Oh, here we go, dads. Ain't 2 minutes in. Ain't even 2 minutes in, and damn, it's hot in here.
Okay, actually, let me take that back. They may have a fucking chance with me if John Cena dies, or if he fucking retires.
Wow,
but the thing is,
the man's sickening, but I don't know about that though. I know I understand he's frustrated, but there's no way at the time he would have retired. That was, what year was that? 2012, 13, whatever year that was. This man would have lost his arm and found a way to get back into wrestling. He would have had the mechanical arm, and or the arms like what's that guy's name in Mortal Kombat? I can't even think of it. Oh, Jax. He'd have the metal arms attached to his arm and find a way to get it to work or something. That wouldn't have happened. But I understand he was frustrated because back then it was the same old shit. Even going back to the Mysterio thing, that pissed. I knew Mysterio probably wasn't going to have it that long, but to let the man have his shine. I know he probably wasn't going to have it long. But of course, Cena just had to get his rematch. And I think that was Ray's third championship. He could have let the man have his shine.
See, if that happens,
piss me off.
I will totally lose respect for them. I've had it up to my fucking chin with them pushing him and pushing him and pushing him. I don't get it. I don't understand it. There's been plenty of people that could have taken his spot, as you talked about in the videos. There's Mark Henry, there's Ryback, there's so many other people, Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, so many people that can run with the ball, that can take it.
Yeah, not to cut him off again, but the Orton. What's his name? Mark Henry. I'll never forget over that week. I was talking about that the other day when he had people fooled and thinks he retirement and then Cena falling for it. That was perfect. And then I believe they did have a match. And of course, Cena lost. You wish Cena won. Of course, the Randy Orton. And see, we done seen that enough now. That's enough of that now. They wore out Lesnar and Reigns about the same way. We done seen that enough. Ryback. I can't remember what pay-per-view it was, but if Cena didn't get hurt, they wouldn't have had Ryback step in. I remember that. Cena, I think he hurt his arm or something. I can't remember. But they could, if they really wanted to, they could have found somebody else back then. Because I know at the time, it was the early 2000s. Goldberg and Lesnar left, and I know Stone Cold was retired. The Rock was doing movies. So I know it was down to Cena and Orton, and I think Angle he was there for a while. Then I think he went to TNA. It would have been all right, like somebody else was saying, if they had him and plus made 2 other stars on top of it instead of depending on the same old thing all the time. Because wearing it out, or if the only thing that would have made him different is if he came back as the bad guy, which they weren't doing that. He could have made Vince $1 skillion, and Vince still would. Cena we still wouldn't have had him as the bad guy. But that's the only way they could have made it different back then. But they didn't do it. They just had the same old crap. Or if he had when he lost at the rematch, if he had jumped on The Rock, all the fans would have ate him alive. Or if he'd have jumped on Mysterio. But no, the events wasn't there. That wasn't happening.
This spot and they won't do it. I'm like, is he fucking somebody at the time?
Whoa!
I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm telling you, oh my God, let me tell you something. I wasted my fucking money by going to WrestleMania 29. All right,
that's when
when The Rock allowed him to pin him, the crowd was silent. We just couldn't fucking believe it. We all just left. We just fucking left. We were just dumbfounded. Everybody was leaving, quiet. When a stadium lets out, John Cena, he's fucking corny. From his outfit to the way he talks, that fucking smirk. Every time he smirks, I want to jump in the ring and kick his fucking ass myself. I swear. Some supplements in a few months, I'll kick his fucking ass. You got what I'm saying?
Whatever year this was, 2012, 2013. I gotta look at the video again. Tyrone was pretty built here. I don't know, what was he, probably 245? I don't know how much he was, but 230. I don't know how big he was at the time, but he almost looked like he could get in the ring himself. Who else? The Hodge twins. If you seen them, I did a video reaction to them the other day. They look like they could get in the ring tomorrow. Them jokers got built. But it was just frustrating at the time. And now at least with the Roman Reigns, like I said, I halfway watch it now. At least he's the bad guy. Wish they should have did that in the first place. Because you look at somebody like the Taker. Yeah, he was the bad guy at first, and then they switched him around. Brock Lesnar, same thing. He was the bad guy first, then they switched him around. And when Brock and Taker was both, we say good guys, bad guys. When they were the good guy, they still looked mean and nasty. They wasn't out with all this friendly and shaking your hand business. They were still mean as hell. That's the difference.
Hate this character so much, and you know what? I'm starting to hate the man because anybody that's willing to not let anybody else shine is an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. He takes bumps on his fucking ass like a little child. That's how children fall when they fucking, when they fall as children, when they're learning to walk. Remember when The Rock and him locked up? The Rock knows how to sell. Tell you this, I think he oversells a lot, but he knows how to sell. And when they first locked up, and
that's right,
Cena pushed him, he made Cena look so much more stronger than him. and he pushes Cena.
He is stronger than Cena.
Ass like a little baby. Oopsie.
Yeah, they say that too. Yeah. Cena is they say, oh, Cena's stronger. No, he ain't. Lex Luger, or you know, Mark Henry back when Mark Henry was Mark Henry, and Lex Luger. Oh shit! Who else? Brock. Even Kane. They said Kane. I heard they said he lifts like 500 all the time. Kane was strong as hell. I'm forgetting somebody. You go back in the day, like strong ass wrestler, Warlord, Crush, Brian Adams. There's a lot of guys that are probably stronger than Cena. Like I said, The Rock, you know. They forget them Samoans is strong as hell. They forget about that. Man, another one strong as hell. There was a lot of Cena. One of the he might be in the top 20 strongest wrestlers. I don't know about the top 5, but there was a lot of guys. Because, like I said, going back to Luger had that similar strength. See, way before Cena and stuff, strong. When he got, of course he got Nash up there. I think I only seen it one time. He was the Giant then. Big Show up in the torture rack. He was smaller then, but still he got him up there. So he's the only strong guy. Come on, man.
I fucking hate this character so much. Oh my god, yo. Sometimes I'm watching you and the rest of the guys on your panel, and I'm just like, yo, oh my god, I wish I could join this panel. And
I wish I could have got on there too.
I got to say,
I want to get on there too.
Man, I would get along with every single one of y'all. I hate this motherfucker. He's buried everybody, just like you said. You know what I mean? He's got the fucking golden shovel of burying everybody.
Yeah, that's another thing. That got out that they recommended earlier. Talking about, the golden shovel is true. Oh, it is true. Because when Triple H wasn't necessarily the top dog, I think that Cena came in after him, and they were kind of like this, and then it was them two, like Triple H the top dog heel, and Cena the top dog good guy. Yeah, sort of. So, but yeah, he's right on the money on all of it because They just wore him out. That's the difference between him and Hogan. They say everybody wasn't a fan of Hogan either, but they didn't wear Hogan out like that. He didn't wrestle on Superstars Wrestling Challenge. He was on main event and pay-per-views. Saturday Night's Main Event. If he was on Superstars, it was rare. You had to catch him on the Saturday Night's Main Event because they didn't wear him out like that. So that was the difference. You probably saw Warrior and Macho Man more than you saw Hogan. So yeah, they had two other wrestlers. Oh, here we go with the ads again.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for core power and rise to a whole.
Ryback could definitely have taken his spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did they do that? And they order everybody down. They make them look like a threat. And then, just like you said, they always fucking feed him to Cena. And see, I said in my last video about WrestleMania, my first video, when I came back from WrestleMania, that I was going to make WrestleMania a yearly pilgrimage. From now on, I loved it so much when I went to 28. But after 29, and I see the way things are going, I don't want to fucking watch it anymore. You know what I mean? I was getting ready to get my packages set up. They always come out around August. You buy your packages, they set you up in the hotel, everything. WrestleMania access, I was going to do...
Yeah, I remember all that. Never went, but I remember like they had this, it was called Fan Fest back in the 90s. And you get your WrestleMania program. I remember all that kind of stuff. You don't understand how good it was back then. Your WrestleMania program, all that. The t-shirts, the hats, everything. And then it just, like I said, it got so-so. And then this is where me and Jason butt heads. He was saying that that the predictable thing ain't bad, but but they wore it. They wore it out. Well, see, before the match even starts, you already know Cena's winning. You already know. So of course it's frustrating. I'll never forget the time Brian knocked him out with that knee and actually pinned him. I was surprised about that. Then of course a few minutes later Brian lost the belt to the cash-in, and I felt bad. And that damn dirty dog, that fucking Triple H with the damn pedigree, you bastard. Shoot. I hated that. I think wasn't Ziggler. I think it was Del Rio who cashed in. And then it was Del Rio got it. And then Ziggler cashed in on him because Del Rio had a hurt leg or something. I think. It's been so long. But yeah, I remember all that.
All that shit. And now I'm deaf. Look, at first I was double thinking. I was like, nah. Now I'm like, I don't want to fucking go. Like, I was going to take a nice trip to New Orleans, enjoy WrestleMania, but I'm not going to enjoy
Super Bowl.
it if it was like last year's.
Yeah.
When I was at WrestleMania 28, it's so fucking corny. You should have seen, there were like groups of guys. Groups of them. Like, yo, my age, some of them older. All with his fucking gear on, the hats, the wristbands, the fucking shirts. Some of them had the fucking chain gang, fucking chain, standing together. All of them palling around like, yo, this is who you fucking look up to? He's not a fucking man. Yo, I came up with Macho Man, with Hogan, with The Rock, with Stone Cold, with Goldberg. You know, with guys that, you know what I'm saying, you could be proud if they were your fucking uncle, your brother, your dad.
Yeah.
Yo, fucking Cena? If he was your dad, really? Yeah, oh my God. There's this one day, they're all fucking virgins, just like y'all said. They're all virgins. I said it when I fucking... Hold on.
All right, y'all. Back to the video. I forgot where the hell I stopped it at, but if it's overlap, it's overlap. I can't remember where I stopped it at. It's getting sidetracked. It's a pain in the damn ass. Let's get back to it now. So, because Tyrone was raising hell. He was.
My bags, and he's coming down the hallway with the whole guard going down to the jorts. The jorts. People like to make fun of him so much that now he don't wear the jorts no more because they realized that they were 1990 fucking Wu-Tang. You know what I mean?
Oh, come on.
Get the fuck out.
I'm with you, but Wu-Tang is forever. Come on now. I picked the what do you call them? Jort. I never heard them call that. The Jort. I'll pick the jorts over the skinny jeans. Getting my big ass in those skinny jeans. But I know there's shorts from 1992, but it's the skinny jeans are a million times worse. But I know what he's saying.
Out of here with this shit. But he's coming down the hallway, and he's got his mom and his sister with him. And I knew it was his sister because all three of them looked alike. I was like, look at this fucking corny ass shit. You know what I mean? I had my girl there with me. She was looking fine and sexy. We walking down the hallway. Down in the fucking arena and shit, and guys wanted to take pictures with her. Every single time I said, hey, are you John Cena fans? They'd be like, nah. Then you can take pictures. You asked to take a picture with her, and you was a John Cena fan, it wasn't fucking happening. Let me tell you something. I was straight up repping The Rock when I was there. Anytime I saw Cena fans, I had something to say. Fuck John Cena. Y'all fucking corny. You're not men. I don't know what the fuck you wear panties and pink thongs every day. How fucking corny do you got to be to look up to a hero like that? He's corny. And The Rock, I swear to God, man.
It was like the first match was all right. The second match, like the first, okay, forget about that, man. Forget about that. This is not. It didn't happen. Just forget it. You gotta do like what's the name? The memory's gone. In the movie, whatever the movie that was. The first match, it was pretty much the Attitude Era versus what they call it, the PG era. The Attitude Era fans versus the PG era fans. That's basically what it was. And we won. Until they had to have a damn, well, not them, until Cena had to get it back. Of course he did. He had to get it back. So, but yeah, like I said, the first match was alright.
I wish, you know what? I wish I could ask him why. Which, I mean, was it the money? Was it like, I'm so big, I don't give a fuck no more? I could kind of see that. I mean, he's basically the next Arnold Schwarzenegger now doing his thing. But if Undertaker, who has been billed basically as the most respected guy in wrestling, if he puts over John Cena, Taker, I'm telling you right now, I hope you see this, I'm done. And everybody will be done with fucking WWE. My respect is gone for the Undertaker, for Vince, every single person if they do that. Fuck John Cena. Like I said, I don't know who he's fucking at the top.
Woo!
If he's got Vince by the balls, if he's got some dirt on the company, I don't know what it is.
I don't know about all that,
and
but
why,
it's just crazy.
Anybody could be booked to be the champ. Ziggler could be the champ and could kill him. The man's as good as Shawn Michaels as far as I'm concerned.
Oh,
he
yeah.
could kill him.
Speaking of Ziggler, on the side situation here, I can't believe that man is gone. They turned him loose after, they said 19 years. I thought it was 15 years or 10 years. But I forgot he was there with doing the male cheerleader thing. And that was like 2006 or 2007. I thought 2007 was 17 years ago. If he was there in 05, I don't remember. I remember 07, 06 or 07. I can't remember 05 now. Yeah, but Ziggler, I wasn't into him that much, wrestling, but he busted his ass up there. He was there for a long time. They said 19 years. He was there for a minute then. And I didn't know he was close to my age. So he's been there. He's been there for a while.
But what do? You bury him. We don't know whether he's a face, whether he's a fucking heel. We don't know what the fuck you want to do with him. I'm tired of this shit. And we ain't had a fucking black champion yet. And Mark Henry looks like he's going to have the chance. And they're almost building this to me like, I feel like Mark Henry could be the first in history. I really feel like this. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't give this to him, like, seriously, I would want to quit.
I remember that was 2011, right? This is real old then. Because Mark Henry, I think he beat Orton. And it could have been, if he didn't, because I know he kept getting hurt, Ahmed Johnson, he was the first in a Continental, but he could have had the WWF at that time. And I was kind of surprised. It wasn't Ron Simmons. They screwed him up with the gimmick with the helmet. Because you could have had before 2000, you could have had Ahmed or call him Farouk, Ron Simmons, whatever. You could have had one of them right there as a champ. They kept saying Ahmed getting hurt. They could have had Farouk and Undertaker or whoever, or Farouk and Michaels. Farouk would have killed Michaels. Come on now. But 97, 98, you could have had, like I said, Ahmed or Farouk. Could have been had that champion, but
watching now. Because I feel there's some racism at the top, and that's the reason why a black man has never been the champ. You got what I'm saying? If they don't get, I'm telling you, that's going to be the precursor, first of all. If they don't give the championship to Mark Henry, and they feed him to Cena again, and then we go on to WrestleMania, and he beats Taker, I'm telling you, I'm fucking done. I'm telling you, if he beats Henry, it's just a precursor. I'm just like, fuck y'all. You know what I mean? I hardly watch it anymore anyway. I used to do Tyrone Magnus's Raw real time. I would sit there, I would watch Raw, and I would give you my opinion and everything that was going on. And people keep writing me, why don't you watch wrestling? Why don't you watch wrestling anymore? Why don't you do any more wrestling reviews? This is the fucking reason why. Because John Cena keeps getting pushed and pushed and pushed, and it's like a fucking ugly man talking to a girl at a club. Get the fuck out of my anus, breath stinks. It's like, get the fuck out of my face. I already told you I don't like you. I don't want you. I don't want to be with you. But you just keep coming. He's like a dumb, ugly motherfucker that just can't take a hint. Get him out of the top fucking spot and put somebody else in it. I don't care if it's Punk. I don't care who the fuck it is. Build a new champion.
They wore it out. And then when they had Punk at the time, that was perfect. Because people are gonna say, "Oh, Punk's overrated." Fuck about it, he's overrated. Okay, Cena's at the time. This is old. But I'm watching some old videos because let's just like my channel started. Tyrone used to be a wrestling channel back in the day. You had Cena's not going anywhere. So you had Cena. Okay, you had Orton. Okay, then you had Punk. Or actually, let me go back even before Punk. You had this is before, but way before Batista left. But you had Batista, that was good. And then I guess you could say Punk because Lesnar didn't come back till years and years later. But yeah, you don't have to keep depending on at the time to keep depending on Cena. That's why at first Reigns was catching hell at first so much. Then you made him the bad guy and changed him around after the fact. That's why he was catching so much hell at first.
Fucking done. Keep doing your thing, Bruce. All of y'all. Keep doing your thing. I love y'all work. And shit, y'all ever want me to guest star on your fucking panel, I will do it. Trust me, if not, that's cool. I don't care. Like I said, keep doing your thing. I love y'all. Talk to you later.
Okay. But yeah, Bruce. I remember I used to listen to it on the. I was subscribed. I don't know. I think he closed up the channel, but he just disappeared. I had subscribed. I watched the show, even if I didn't catch it. Like I watched the replays regular, because Bruce was raising hell. I used to do some reaction to it, and every time, every pay-per-view, Bruce. I say Bruce won. Cena won. Bruce was turning purple up there. It was Bruce and I can't remember everybody. Bruce, Mad Genius, I think Shad, Gris, and I think it was like two more people in the group. I can't remember. I think it was like 6 of them. I can't remember everybody. I think it was like those 4. But I remember. Then he would do like sports sometimes and stuff because people that don't know, they thought he was just wrestling. He'd do sports sometimes too. Basketball, football. I don't know if he did anything else. I think he did baseball. I can't remember. It's been so damn long. And then he just disappeared. This was going back when everybody was, even though wrestling wasn't that great, but everybody was watching back then. Like I said, Bruce, the Spinner Net. Then you didn't, like you said. Then you had the podcast. Like you had the Sound Off. I still listen to the Sound Off. And you had Don, Tony, and Kevin, which I think they broke up with just Don Tony now. You have Good Mic Work. You got the Lex Man. Everybody was talking right there. I mean, there's still some of them are still going, but back in like 2010, 2011, oh boy, everybody was talking. But I didn't find Magnus until I gotta find his channel. 2015, I think. But I was watching off and on. I don't know if I was even subscribed back then. I remember watching a lot of his stuff though. And he was something else because he brought up the old school wrestling when it was fun. I gotta find that video. But yeah, he was raising hell on this one. He was at the time it was getting ridiculous. The same old thing, and now he don't watch it no more. Period. He's done. He's like steak at the cookout. He said he's done.